Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you some things that I have found recently. Now these things I found at the same place, the same day, the same time as I found that Regent 175 watt mercury vapor area light that has its ballast missing. Now that area light is in a separate video titled Regent 300 watt incandescent area light. Now like I said, all these things right here came from that exact same place, exact same time, exact same day. This came from a different location that very same day. So that came from a different location. But anyway, we'll start up here. Right here we have a old vintage antique Westinghouse 150 watt 120 volt projector flood. Somebody sprayed it with green paint. There you can see the Westinghouse logo. This bulb does work. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. Right here we have a Sylvania. I'm guessing it's a Sylvania because there's no markings on the bottom of the bulb here. Now I know that some of the dollar stores around here used to sell these bulbs under Sylvania's name. They were 150 watt 120 volt, so I'm guessing that this is a Sylvania 150 watt 120 volt incandescent flood bulb. This one is also incandescent. It is not halogen. They did not have that at the time. Here, these bulbs are exactly the same. This one you can't see the etch as much, but like I said, these are the exact same thing. They are a bit dirty, same with these bulbs, but you know, I think that gives it some character, something interesting about the bulb. Here you can see it is a Philips Westinghouse auto service bulb. As you can tell, it's made in Canada, 120 volt, 100 watt. It's very interesting that Philips and Westinghouse both have their logo on there. That's when Philips was buying out Westinghouse, so this was at a transition point in time. So very interesting. Both of these bulbs work too. We'll take a look at them a little bit later. Right here is it says Supreme rough service bulb. As you can see, here's its old package. This side is the best, I'd say. Made in the USA. But in the inside, we have a GE 50 watt rough service bulb. It kind of looks like a 6 if you look at it really quick. But it is 50 watt, 120 volt rough service bulb. This bulb also works. As you can tell, it is also dirty, but it gives it some character, and I like character. Right here we have some different types of adapters. Now they still make these today, except a lot more better. Well, these are really good quality, but they're just old. So here we have a screw-in medium socket adapter. Turn it into a regular 2-prong with the extras coming off the side. That is an older version. Right here is one of the newer versions. They don't make these anymore that I know of. Maybe they still do. But this is a newer version of this. As you can tell, it's missing the 2 side prongs. Plus it's made by a different company. So anyway, here we have a GE adapter. As you can tell, it doesn't have the polarized plug yet. So this is old. It's quite light, not very heavy at all. Right here we have a winker. These are quite interesting little devices. You plug it into your outlet and then plug your lamp or whatever incandescent fixture you have into this, and it'll make it flash. It's a very nice little device. This one holds up to a 100 watt incandescent bulb. As you can see, it has a little face on it too. Quite interesting. Now I have quite a lot of these, and they all work pretty well. Here we have a GE adapter. Now this one is rubber, so as you can tell, I can move these together quite easily because it's just molten rubber that they poured into a mold and made an adapter. So anyway, right here we have some ABECO 4 watt nightlight bulbs. These are brand new in the package, as you can tell. On the back, some more information, a little picture, 120 volt. Let's see, made in China, sadly. But anyway, it's pretty cool to see these in their original package. You can kind of see on the bulb itself the little ABECO logo right there. That's pretty neat. You don't see many of their bulbs with that, at least the nightlight size ones, you don't see that very much. The bigger size bulbs you do. But anyway, here's that socket I was showing you about, or telling you about, excuse me. Now I rewired it and it works just like new. As you can tell, this is the older design. I don't know if this still meets code or not, but as you can tell, the socket diameter here, or radius, or whatever you want to call it, because I'm not really good with geometry. But anyway, this is the more modern sized one, and this is the older design. I kind of like the older design. It's a lot smaller and just looks nicer. This I also found with these things. I just forgot to throw it in the video. So let me bring this over here, and I'll plug it in and we'll test some bulbs out. So let me plug it in here. Okay, now let me move some things out of the way. Let's look at this bulb here. This is the Westinghouse flood bulb. As you can tell, it still works. Very nice and bright. You can kind of see the incandescent filament in there. It is very bright. Very good quality. Things of that time were. I'm not one to screw in bulbs without a switch, so I don't like doing this. Here we have another 150 watt flood bulb. You can see the incandescent filament in there. Floods the light out a little bit more than the Westinghouse one, but works very well. This time I'm going to unplug it. That's getting pretty hot. Okay, like I said, both of these bulbs are the same thing. So let's take a look at one of them. They're both 100 watts. But I don't think they look like 100 watts. I think they look a lot dimmer than 100 watts. I think maybe about 75, 60 watts. Interesting. Okay, and here we have the rough service bulb. Those were also rough service bulbs. But anyway, we'll plug this in. There you go, 50 watts. Not very bright at all, more like a 40 watt bulb. But it's rough service, so it'll last quite a long time. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video of some of my recent finds. Also, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.